The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof, the world, and they that dwell therein. For he hath founded it upon the seas, and established it upon the floods. Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord, or who shall stand in his holy place? He that hath clean hands, and a pure heart, who hath not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully. He shall receive the blessing from the Lord, and righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is the generation of them that seek him, that seek thy face. O Jacob, Selah, lift up your heads, O the gates, and be the lift up, the everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O the gates, even lift them up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord of hosts, he is the King of glory, Selah. Psalm 24 is a psalm of majesty, purity, and divine presence. Written by King David, it was likely sung as Israel brought the Ark of the Covenant into Jerusalem, symbolizing God's presence returning to his people. This chapter opens with A.W., calls us to holiness, and closes with a triumphant cry. Lift up your heads, O gates, that the King of glory may come in. In this 1-hour teaching, we'll explore what it means to live under God's reign, prepare our hearts for his presence, and welcome his glory into every part of our lives. The earth is the Lord's, and everything in it, the world, and all who live in it. This opening statement is a bold declaration. God owns everything, not just people or Israel, but the entire planet, all nations, all systems, and all souls. This is not just poetic, it's theological truth. Everything belongs to him. That means we are stewards, not owners. Your talents, time, resources, even your breath, it all comes from God. This verse sets the tone. We are entering the presence of the Creator and King of all, for he founded it on the seas and established it on the water. This reminds us of Genesis 1, where God brought order from chaos, separating land from water. In ancient thought, the sea represented uncertainty and danger, yet God established the earth upon the seas. This shows his power to bring stability out of chaos. In your life, even the most unstable seasons are still under God's control. Who may ascend the mountain of the Lord? Who may stand in his holy place? This question is the heart of the psalm. Who can come near to God? Not just physically, spiritually. God is holy. To ascend his hill means to approach his presence. David is calling the people to consider, are we truly ready to stand before the Holy One? This isn't about ritual, it's about relationship and righteousness. The one who has clean hands and a pure heart, who does not trust in an idol or swear by a false god. Here's the answer. Holiness. Clean hands represent righteous actions. A pure heart represents righteous motives. God desires both inner purity and outward obedience. Idolatry isn't just statue sits, anything we trust more than God. Money, self, success, people. If we want to see God, we must surrender every false god. This is a call to personal revival. They will receive blessing from the Lord and vindication from God their Savior. When we live holy lives, we receive more than God's approval, we receive his blessing. Vindication here means righteous standing, not based on works, but on grace. This verse foreshadows Christ, the only one, with perfectly clean hands and a pure heart, who gives his righteousness to us. Because of Jesus, we can ascend the hill of the Lord with boldness. Such is the generation of those who seek him. Who seek your face, God of David speaks prophetically. He envisions a generation that seeks God's face, not just his hand. God is raising up people who want intimacy, not just blessings, presence, not just power. When we seek the God of Jacob, we seek the God who meets us in weakness and transforms us with his grace. This verse is a challenge. Will we be that generation? Lift up your heads, you gates. Be lifted up, you ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in. This is a call to make room for God. Ancient gates symbolized access to cities or temples. Spiritually, this is about lifting our hearts and opening our lives to the King of glory. Revival starts when God's people lift their heads in expectancy and say, "Come in, King Jesus." This verse was likely sung as the ark entered Jerusalem. It also points to Christ's return. The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. David answers the question, who is the King of glory? He is not weak or distant, he is mighty in battle. God fights for his people. He defends, delivers, and destroys every stronghold of the enemy. This is our Savior, the Lion and the Lamb. Worship becomes warfare when we invite in the King of glory. Lift up your heads, that the King of glory may come in. The Lord Almighty, he is the King of glory. The psalm ends in a shout of triumph. The Lord Almighty Yahweh of heaven's armies is the King. There is none higher, and he wants to dwell with us. Today, lift your eyes, open your heart, and let the King of glory enter every area of your life.